wish I was dead or drunk or deceived like so many good friends of mine. Because time it just killed the last of my will to see through my reckless eyes. And if you should go yours and I should go mine, oh, we'll meet in heaven or hell. Cause we never cared for much in between of the world we desperately dwell. And ooh, how I loved you in the dawn. Ooh, and our souls they drift apart. And ooh, we must carry on again. Ooh, carry on, my dearest friends. Shines on the porch of the train as I bid New Orleans goodbye. It reminds me again of the man that I am, and the thought brings tears to my eyes. And the distance between your heart and mine don't lessen the love we shared. So if I should fail or die or prevail, my fate is yours to bear. And ooh, how I loved you in the dawn. And our souls they drift apart. Ooh, and we must carry on again. Ooh, carry on, my dearest friend.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the workshop. That video that you all just saw was me machining a couple of plates. I have just a few of them. These are for a local customer. I get $9.90 a hole. I still have to drill them out and bore them out to 1.453 15 thousandths over inch and 7/16. So got to do that, but that's going to be another day. I need to get a twist drill for that. I drilled out the pilot hole so that I can use the pilot hole to set them up on a faceplate in the lathe. I would use the 4-jaw, but this hole in the middle here is so big that yeah, I can't just use a center and push against the faceplate or against the body of the chuck without the whole thing just kind of falling in there. I might be able to use one of my smaller chucks, but I think I'm just going to grab one of my face plates. I have a couple of them here if I don't hit the damn mill handle. I have a couple of face plates here that I could use, so I think that's what I'm going to use for that. Recently, life has been extremely busy for me. Work has been very busy. I've been coming home and doing some work in the shop. But it's going to be a lot calmer for 2 weeks because I quit my job. My boss was very, very nice in the beginning. Great guy to work with. Slowly became not so fun to work with. It was manageable with my coworker being there and being able to bounce ideas off of him, not have to deal with my boss constantly. But my coworker decided to quit. He's a good friend of mine, and so I decided to leave as well. Partially because of the way my boss handled my coworker quitting, but that's just drama that you guys don't need to know about because you just don't. So I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks here in the shop cleaning it up and getting stuff reorganized. I got a new parts bin. I actually set that up today. I have coolant for the Reed Prentice, and as you guys saw, I have proper cutting oil for the K&T, as well as a new motor. The single-phase motor crapped out whenever I was trying to make a video on these track frames, and that really sucked, because I really wanted to make a video on those, but oh well. Right now it has a 3-phase motor in it, the original 3-phase motor that was in my green K&T mill. I stuck that in here, and I have a VFD, the exact same VFD that's on the Reed Prentice lathe, is now hanging off the back of the K&T. So it should work fine, better than the other one. This one is significantly quieter, and it's so much nicer. The noise reduction is immense. The vibration reduction is huge. The other motor wasn't mounted right. That was my doing, and this I fiddled with it. I fiddled with it for years, and I could never get it right. So I'm glad that I have a 3-phase motor in there now. I'm glad it's the proper motor, because it's so damn heavy, and it just doesn't vibrate a lot. So I'm super glad with that. The next 2 weeks, it's not just going to be cleaning. I'm going to be doing some things in the shop that I've been needing to do for a while. The drill press I have and the punch press, neither of those machines are wired up right now. I have to run extension cords to them. I don't like doing that. I also need to run extension cords to my little grinder over here and to the power hacksaw whenever it gets a motor. So what I think I'm going to do is I will probably never run all of these machines at once, so I'll get an extension cord and essentially run it through the rafters to go to all 4 of those machines, those power sources, not power sources, those, to all 4 of those machines. It's late at night, I'm tired. So that I can walk up to any of them, turn them on, and get to work. Other things I want to do are get a new box for the back of the K&T. The VFD is wired up improperly. It's pretty bad. I don't like the way it's wired up. It needs to be redone, period. I also don't like the VFD being exposed. So that's going to have to be completely redone, but I'm fine with that. That was just an emergency job to get these plates done. The cutting oil I have in the K&T is Rigid excuse me. The cutting oil I have in the K&T is Rigid Nuclear. It's a pretty good cutting oil. I've used it in the past. Decently priced. It's like $175 for 5 gallons, and I got 10 gallons, as well as a gallon of coolant concentrate for the Reed Prentice lathe. So the Reed Prentice is also getting coolant, proper coolant, the good stuff. I welded a chunk of pipe onto my garbage little stand here, and I really like this stand. I didn't think I would, but I like it quite a bit. And I'm probably still going to shorten it up a bunch, but for now, for the immediate future, it's okay. Now, I'd already gotten, I think, 35 of those plates done, and then I did another 25 on camera, and then another 40 off camera, just drilling the pilot hole. And it's a good amount of chips there. Surprisingly, that's all of them. I haven't cleaned off the mill since I started drilling, so that's all the chips other than the ones that fell on the floor that have been slowly gotten swept up and cleaned off. So that's not a lot of chips really for 100 holes that are, I think, 9/16. So I wanted to give you guys just some kind of content on this channel, show you guys what I've been doing. Of course, my little holders here, they were barren in the beginning, but now it's filling up quickly. I have more than enough vices. I've discovered some shortfalls in my tooling, and I'm going to be addressing those as soon as I reasonably can. Of course, the drill press is nice. I did set up the drill sharpening jigs, so I will be sharpening a bunch of drills, and I'll probably end up showing you guys sharpening those drills. This is what I use to sharpen the drill on the mill that I showed you guys at the very beginning of the video. I do want to make a mount for this that goes on my belt grinder. However, I really like having this here, so I might just leave it there. And this does, if you loosen those screws, there's 2 screws down here, if you loosen them, this will just pop out. So you don't have to take out this big ass lag bolt I have here. You could just loosen it and move it around. So this might become a staple right here. I do need to order a white wheel for this and a green wheel so I can do carbide, but yeah, that's in the future, as well as get this hacksaw running. But I will not be getting this little hacksaw running this week. I have a lot to do, so the big hacksaw is going to get rigid nuclear and it's sump so that I can use the oil on it, which will be very nice. I'll get it cleaned out because I use it a lot and I don't clean it out enough. It's to the point where it's starting to make a little pile down there. So yeah. But anyways, I also wanted, besides all the other stuff I wanted to talk about, also wanted to say thank you all for the likes and subscribes, for all the subscribers, and the views. The views have been amazing. I have one video, a full-length video, maybe not full-length, but longer. It's not a short, essentially. It has 1,000 views, or over 1,000 views. So I wanted to thank you guys for that, and I'm going to try and make some more content that'll hopefully get me some more subscribers, and hopefully more of you guys can see this and be inspired to do stuff in your shop and inspire me to do more stuff in my shop. The bulldozer project is well underway. I have another project that I'm probably going to work on off camera just so I can get it done quickly, and this beast is going to be making a lot of tracks here soon. I also have a friend or coworker that got a zero-turn lawnmower that he wants to turn into a little tank. So I might be making tracks for him as well. With that being said, please like and subscribe, and have a good day.